Thanks for staying with us. All right, so we're moving on to another topic because we're running out of time. Let me move on to, there was an international motivational speaker and relationship coach, Derrick Jaxn actually said that he admitted to cheating on his wife, right? And another several women. So he released a video with his wife sitting beside him. And looked like she was forced to be there. I mean, many of us feel that she was forced to be there. And while he was saying that he cheated on her,
she's a Christian woman.
She's a Christian woman, so that was the issue. The fact that she's a Christian woman. But the conversation we want to have is not the fact that she's a Christian woman. The issue we want to have, the conversation we want to have is that when you cheat on your wife, and you now bring her into the public and make a video out of it, does that reduce the impact of your behavior on her person? Or does it help to make it easier? You know? Or does it make it worse? Does it make it worse?
For you or for her?
Who's benefiting from this public video? Is it you or her? That's the conversation. I want to leave what he said. Let's focus on, is that the right thing? Because we've seen a lot of people have been doing this lately, where you just bring your wife and say, okay, I'm sorry, my wife has forgiven me.
I'm seeing another side to this story. You know, a person who cheats until he repents and is remorseful about it might not disclose to his wife. But when they want to disclose to their wife, it's because
they don't catch up.
Is threatening. I will tell your wife. So when you're being blackmailed by your excesses or your something, you have to hold your wife hand in the disclosure to say that I have 110% support. Stop blackmailing me in such a video. That's the way I see it. I feel that the necessity of the wife sitting down there is not. I'm sure she has feelings. She's not something she would want to come and support her and be showing, but maybe they're making a statement to the blackmailer that go ahead and release videos.
Whatever you want to do.
Because Clinton had to stand behind the man that whatever happened, we are together.
Yeah, so I saw the video and the first thing that came out of my head is, what's the meaning of this? What sort of insult is this? Did I do this thing with you? Why are you bringing me here now? Collect your shame yourself now. You don't do it, they don't catch you. Why do I have to sit there and be collecting the shame? Because a lot of people now started backlashing, not the man now, but the woman. They talked about her dressing. She just sat there like a Christian woman. She wore berets. Beret. I like to call it beret for effect. Yeah? Yeah, and she was just there as if they forced her and all of that. You know, still talking about some women who are not bold enough to tell their husbands no. So he says, okay, let's do this video, baby. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand and all of that. And while he was talking, when you see someone who's remorseful, you will know now. I didn't see any form of remorse. He was blatantly mentioning, I had a sexual affair, and he wasn't even paying attention to how the person he's holding would feel. When, you know, like when I saw Will Smith and Jada, she mentioned entanglement as a sign of respect. She didn't want to call it what it was, you know. And even at that, we still condemned her. But this one is just throwing the word, I did this, I did that, without even looking at the wife to look at her to say or to feel, is she being hit by? I just feel it's messy. And I think people should own up to collecting their consequences. Every action has its consequences. When you want Dwan, use chest Dwan. If you can't, collect them. Don't drag your partner. Don't embarrass your partner anymore by putting her out there. It's wickedness.
In this social media era where everybody's on social media, we're expressing ourselves, we're sharing our experiences, our problems, our ills and all that. I understand the need to do a video, right? I see that because this is the times we're in. But in healing through an issue of cheating, is it counterproductive to have your wife there? Who really gets healed? Is it her or you? I think that's the question. Mariam.
Yeah, so I love the way you just put it. And for me, I think it's counterproductive to bring the partner on that conversation. I follow him. I followed him long before this situation happened. That's on Instagram. He gives really good relationship advice, and he's always on Instagram, YouTube. So I guess this is his platform. So if I'm on the platform when I was good, here I am on the platform acknowledging to you people that I've been bad and I'm asking for forgiveness. However he came across, I think that's left to different people's interpretation. But I do feel that this is not even a trend that happens in Nigeria. First, Nigeria, men or women, men do not
Apologize.
First of all, they do not even admit to it. So secondly, they are not going to drag anybody to come along. Thirdly, the society will tell you, depending on which of the spouses is the one that did it. If it's the man, it's like, well, he's a man, it's okay. And if you're the woman, you just hope that it's, it passes. So for me, I think it is counterproductive because of the backlash that almost always comes back for the other spouse that was not involved. Because I will not even say this is a woman thing. With the Will Smith Jada thing, everybody said, hey, see Will Smith's eyes. He looked like he had been crying. Even though he made light of the situation, he says, this is how my eyes are. They've always been like this. In fact, this is a conversation we've had and sorted and healed from long before we had this sitting conversation with you. But for me, it still puts the other person in a bad light. This particular couple too, I am sure they've had this conversation long before they sat down here, sat down for us to see. They've had the conversation, they've forgiven each other, are working towards forgiveness and healing. And this was really to the people who always want to ask questions and what's really happening. But now the other part is that I think we need to discuss is when people come and ask for forgiveness and acknowledge their cheating, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because like I said earlier, we never hear that sort of thing in Nigeria. People don't come out and say, yes, I did it. But when the times that people have come out to say, yes, I did it, we pull them down, we drag them. And I'm like, isn't the idea to be able to own up openly and say openly, yes, I have been bad, I have done something bad, and I am sorry for it. And
who you doing to?
No, you've done that, but because you're a public figure, I'm saying, you come out and say, yes, this is who I am. Maybe that's why we have all these allegations on pastors or Christian and Muslim leaders who never accept when people call them out. Because when they do come out, do you forgive them? Do you listen to them? Do you say, okay, we've heard, and then we move on from there?
Let me agree that Nigerian men they don't come out to ask for forgiveness. They don't come to the social media to ask.
They are not social media people.
But a man who's been blackmailed by the side foul with one pregnancy or something, he will go and tell the wife when time reach. And some women, maybe they find out from their in-laws, and the husband has to admit that he has committed. But they will I know men who, for every cheating, they not do one. They will kneel down in their bedroom and beg their wives, I will never do it again. And they go back and they do another one and they kneel down and beg their wives, So the African men do beg. But the issue for me is, okay, the deal breaker, let me not speak as in general now, is if there's a forgiveness, there has to be remorse, a repentance, and a total change of way of life. So you can make a mistake, it's forgivable. But if it's a way of life, now pattern, is either we accept you
the way you are,
continue your life, or we don't accept you. It's two things. Because me, you see this mental, I cannot process those kind of things. I wonder how women, accept such. That woman now, I would like to say to him, you're a public person. You felt the need to even do a video about such a confession. Focus on your wife, In the confession. In that video, just as you mentioned, it wasn't... People criticized the woman's appearance.
Looking at himself.
Their demeanor. So he's not someone who has invested anything in that woman. So it would seem like you are bringing out... came across... You are bringing out now just...
To give us a reason why you did it.
Sit pretty, smile.
Okay, Nima, there's an important part we've not mentioned, which I think is very critical. This is a celebrity relationship expert. These people.
No. You see, I've left relationship for this sort of reason.
Please, let me finish. All they say, I will coach you, I'll be your expert, I'll be your guide. You take your problem to go and meet relationship experts. And here they are. They are cheated. Totally negate what they are preaching.
No, this is beautiful part.
Hold on.
I'll come to you,
This says something about it being their experiences and experiences around them. These experts have they have to make
original experience.
Supposed to know. So they can speak from a place of knowledge. I'll come to you. Know what? You give me your chance. Let me take this call. Good morning. Are you there? Wisdom. Hello, Wisdom, are you there? Hey. Please, reduce the TV. Okay, we can't hear you.
Mariah, that's a very, very, very unfair statement.
Okay.
And I am hurt.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like, I feel really hurt.
Like
Mariah and Nima.
Yes, sir.
Because let's not forget, first of all, your relationship expert or your counselor or your life coach or your pastor or your governor is first a human being. Now, the skills that they use to help you, if they refuse to use it for themselves, it's like a teacher who refuses to learn what he's teaching other people will learn it and prosper. But he that is teaching refuses to learn it, he will not prosper. There's nothing you can... See, you being a relationship expert does not mean your marriage will be successful. If you are not practicing the principles that you preach. It's about practicing what you preach. And a lot of people we know do not practice what they preach.
Can you give what you don't have?
No. It's not that you don't have it. You can have it and not use it.
No. If you have knowledge, knowledge is different from character.
Hold on.
You don't mix
You
am.
can know.
You know the book.
You can have something, but you know use them. Now you get them, but you know use them. You get the knowledge, you know apply them.
Not be your nature.
Please,
you don't understand.
Changing this.
Don't confuse.
I'm making an
Don't
argument.
confuse
It's
what.
not his nature to be faithful to one man.
He get bad character. He get bad character already.
You know that the book says.
But he get the skills. Me my weight now. Calm down. He get bad character. He get her. But he sabi how to help other people. He know what help himself. So you see, when it comes to this cheating
It's
stuff,
about what I say.
it's not about. It's about what the person wants. This person is a selfish person.
Okay.
He wants to do it.
All right.
It's not as if he cannot change if he does not want to change. He wants to be married and enjoy some things.
He brought the women to his matrimonial house.
Imagine that.
Hey,
imagine that.
Expert. He brought the woman to
So
the house.
it's not about relationship experts. We had.
Wait, let me take
now.
this one. Take it there, drink water.
I'm not drinking.
Drink water. Wisdom, are you there? Wisdom. Okay, these are hormones are not working. Please.
We're not drinking anything. So please, no, calm down first now, Anima. Calm down. So let's understand that it's not, though people say follow someone who practices what they preach. And it's for you. It's not every relationship expert you would follow. It's not, you need to open your eyes and choose what works for you. Now, you can take some of the principles. You've been following him for a while, and probably a lot of people said he makes a lot of sense. You can take it and use it for yourself, and it works for you. But his flaw is his flaw, and his flaw will find him out anywhere it is. Now, I want to talk about people coming out to apologize. I have a problem with you committing something, and then you come out privately, and then it blows, and you come out to apologize to the public. You did not offend the public, it's your life.
Nice.
Apologize to the person you have offended. Make your peace with her.
There's no need for you to come out and
No. If you want to come out to give an apology, if you want to come out to give an apology, give it right. Give a right apology. That apology was obviously not right. Give us an apology that we know that you are remorseful, if you are truly remorseful. If you are not remorseful, don't come and fool us. We are not fools. We will find you out.
Okay.
We will see your mannerisms and see.
In that part, I think, with all the apologies I've seen, I would advise don't do a public apology.
It doesn't work.
There's nothing that you would do.
That would please people.
However you do it, people will break it down and cut you down.
Apologize to the person you have hurt and move on.
Apologize to the person that you have hurt. But you see, concerning relationships and coaching, I know how that can be, how you know the tools that would work. You don't even have to practice it yourself, but people would learn from that. There's so many success, get-rich-quick books that we read, and people have said they've used them and it has helped them, but the people that wrote the book
are not rich.
Are not doing any better.
They are not rich.
So that happens. And but you know what makes it so hypocritical about relationships? Because it's supposed to be just your character. It's you. It's not as if you're picking something from the outside. So, like leaders in religious leaders, life coaches, life coach. I mean, you're supposed to show with your life. You're not saying that there's something from outside your life. So when you fail at that with your own life, it's like, okay, then you have no business being here. That's what people are saying.
Let me bring comic relief. You just reminded me of those babas. Ritualists who have solution to how you make you rich.
And
but they even still require money from you to do the sacrifice. I'm just saying that for me, for some men, you can know it or you can have knowledge. You see professors who can teach children, and yet they can't invent anything in Nigeria. You know, they sit every day and we still don't have a vaccine. But they are biologists and all of that. They're teaching all sorts of things, you know. So the truth is that man can be a book knowledge person. has all the solutions to people's problems. When he says it, it makes sense. Those people know how to sound right. Even they hear themselves as they are talking. They'll be correct.
He doesn't want to use it
but
for
in
himself.
their real life, their nature,
We'll not let them.
their nature is to bring women
In
into
football,
the
they
house.
always say those who can play and those who can't teach, like for coaches and players. If you can play, you become a player, football player. But if you cannot play, you become a coach. So
Maybe
those who
that's
can't leave the
We have to wrap up on this.
May I
Take a
quickly
few
say
minutes.
people get into different industries for different reasons. We don't know the reason this guy decided, okay, this is my way
Nah,
of,
market,
if
that's
I
what
show
it is.
myself like this and I talk like this, babes will be coming. They will see me as an expert, that I will come and help them, and then they will come to me for
Okay, so
something.
we have to wrap
We
up.
don't
But you
know.
see, again, going back to the outward appearance of his wife during that speech speaks volumes
For
to the
make
kind
up.
of relationship they have. In fact, just tells me
Wear berets.
it tells me that there's so much more going on in that home that we're not even
I
seeing.
feel so.
She came out and did a video.
saying that people are calling me out for the way I look. This is how I am. I'm not the sort of person that cares about dressing or anything. I'm fine. I'm cool. This is a
Interesting.
man who has said that he wants forgiveness, and we're working towards it. That's the woman in the marriage. This is not BC, who is in Nigeria, watching people in America. So that's your interpretation. The woman in the marriage says, we're working towards it. This is a man that only God can save him, and he's gone to God to save him. Not
Tomorrow
for
she
all
can
of
still
us.
come out and say something else.
You should
Forget
come
all
and
these
learn from
people.
our mothers when they are
How did they
forgiving
do
their
it?
husbands.
How did they do
You
it?
get a house for it. Remy 22
Tweets.
says, relationship experts are not spirits. They only use their skill to help others.
Thank
it is
you,
working
thank you.
That does not mean... It is working. That does not mean that they are free from problems too.
Thank
The
you.
who says na attention seeker Joe in one trend. Hence the reason for the video thing.
Okay, that's all we can take, guys. Thank you very much, ladies. I think we're done.
Are you not listening to
You
anything?
you have more tweets for us?
Plenty
Somebody is
tweets. I
calling
have
you
tweets
out
from
for
the
saying
earlier topic.
BC's people.
You are a relationship coach and life coach and everything. Now people, and them no pass, but yet in their homes. What's that? I know this is legit.
Hey, please.
You are
I'm not
legit.
coaching anybody on relationship. I
Oh, you are
left
legit.
it because of this kind of matter.
Don't left it, oh.
Personal
I'm going to refer
development
4
and
people to you. I
career
have
coach
witnesses.
background. That's
You
what I'm
can't
doing.
left it. Let's speak English. You can't leave it
You
now
practice
because
what you
know,
preach. We can
practice what
speak for you.
preach.
But others,
I
you get
beg
killed.
you. I
That's
beg
what
you.
we preach until we don't.
Yes.
He practiced what he preached until he
He
didn't.
got to a point where he
So
couldn't.
just-
yeah.
No. It's when you have the ability to...
Have a fabulous weekend, guys.
Also take it.
We have more tweets.
have tweets
They
now.
take your tweets and let us go now.
Gosiba says, would the man do the same if the case was reversed? It is counterproductive to bring the partner along. That means that the man should sort himself and not defame the wife any further. I'm sure he wouldn't have confessed if he had not been busted. The man is selfish and...
Let's say goodbye in our language. We have 3-4 languages here. Let's say goodbye in your language.
Kila hoe.
Ndewo no, nadu na ofuma o, ayafu.
See you.
Say Anjuma, uncle.
Sanjuma.
Say Anjuma.
Oh, say Anjuma. Oh.
Say your own.
Odaro. See you tomorrow. See you on
Next
Monday. Have a look.
Yeah.
Egbadun Isimi weekend. God bless you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye, Monday.
Well, kiss someone.